one of the things that's at play here is money. Where does money fit into your value system, and what are your core values?
Well, I've always just considered money to be a means to an end, right? The having and being an American and indoctrinated into our materialist culture means that I can't get away from that bias and that valuing of money and the hoarding of money and the buying of things and having fancy things. I can't get away from that impulse, but I fight against it all the time. I want to provide for my family. I want to, uh, I don't know. I also give a lot to charities. We're giving away a scholarship actually right now, a $3,000 scholarship, which essentially me just giving away $3,000 to somebody, because it's just me.
Yeah.
It's I don't represent a giant corporation. So every year we give thousands of dollars to needy students, graduate
Wow.
students who are making a difference in the world. And so, I want to create something. One day, I want to create a foundation, me and my wife actually, where we, for free, train young parents with attachment and with their relationship, if they have a romantic relationship. Because research shows that with a little training, with a little intervention, some classes, some help, that it sets up an environment at home that will lower the likelihood of drug abuse in the children, divorce in the parents, crime in the children, relationship. Will their relate the child's relationships will improve moving forward. Just all sorts of positive outcomes that research shows. But there's some efforts and some funding around that, but not enough. And so that's another thing that is a dream of mine to do.
Yeah, and I asked you about what are your core values, and it sounds like there's a lot rolled into what you've been saying. Um, but if let me ask you that question again, though. What do you
Yeah.
see as your core values?
Well, my core value has always been trying to make the world a better place.
Okay.
I don't know if I am, but I know I'm trying. And so that's what I think about as soon as I wake up in the morning. When I talk about Will Smith or Jonah Hill or Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm genuinely trying to make the world a better place. Depends on what I'm doing, but like with the Jonah Hill thing, I suspect that what I will be trying to do is validate people who have been abused, because people will see these texts that Jonah was sending, and it'll remind them of maybe the abuse that they went through. But I'm also trying to help the perpetrators. People out there will often contact me and say, by listening to your content, watching your videos, I have discovered that I am abusive to people in my life or to my partner. And the way that you talk about perpetrators, although you don't let them off the hook, you do have compassion. You do have a rare voice on the internet that doesn't just label and reject,
Yeah.
because I have treated many perpetrators in my life, in my office. And so they will tell me that they will begin the road to healing themselves and addressing their behavior themselves so that they don't abuse anymore. So that's why I do it. That's the only reason why I do any of this stuff.